All right, happy Tuesday, June 20th. Here we go again. Colossians 3:18 and 19. Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as is fitting in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and don't be bitter toward them. In the context of biblical submission, we all submit to the Lord. We all submit to God. God created with order. God created with care of his creation in mind. You see, he created for man to care for the woman. The tragedy of God's creation is that sin broke our relationships. We approached God's instruction and decided that we wanted to be our own God. In the creation curse, there's a little talked about interpretation of the curse that God gave to Eve that says, we read it, and most often we read it from the King James, that you will desire your husband or you will desire the man. And yet if you dig a little deeper in that, there is the implication that the woman's desire would be for the man's station, for her husband's station, or to control her husband. You see, sin messes up all relationships, and sin messed up the relationship between Adam and Eve. You see, when we see Jesus repeat Genesis, the picture of marriage is that we cling to each other. The two become one. We become a whole. We become a complete when our marriage relationship is one of mutual love and submission and care. Ephesians says, actually, that we are to submit to one another. Check it out in Ephesians 5. This Colossians verse becomes unsavory if we find mistreatment or abuse, and we live in a culture and a society that is just rampant with abuse. And so this Colossians verse becomes almost distasteful to us. As we submit to God, the husband cares for the wife. Colossians 3:18 and 19. Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as is fitting in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and don't be bitter toward them. See you tomorrow.